Morning TV Arsenal people, and we are live. We're back with all the special effects and everything. New season, new grind, new guys. You already know. Tonight, Sonny's not on the list, but I got the guys with me. I got Melvin, JR, and Kesh, and we in the building. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Evening all.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start it off by I'm gassed right now, and Kesh knows why I'm gassed. Kesh, break the news to the people, bro. Some crazy stuff's going on right now.
Well, over the last few hours, apparently Arsenal's now been talking to Gabriel, and he's chosen us over Man United. So fingers crossed we get over the line, boys. Centre back that plays for Lille.
Oh, you mean Gabriel that we used to have before that left us?
No.
Oh man, come on, man. Oh man, you guys know what we're talking about. Gabriel, the guy from Lille. I guess I don't know how some people are gonna feel.
Show us his picture.
I'll show you guys the picture. I don't know if you guys are gonna feel gassed because the last guy we bought from Lille, some people are still split on opinion about him. But I'll show you guys a picture about him. Gabriel, the center half. He even played with Pepe for 2 seasons, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's Brazilian also. Coincidentally, we're getting signed to all these Brazilians the moment Edu comes. I think it is a good thing the more Brazilians, the better, no?
Samba boys.
I don't care where they come from. Can they play football?
Yeah, can they bloody defend?
Okay, yeah, this guy. Have you guys heard of him?
Yeah.
I heard of him. I watched a bit of him on YouTube before this news broke because there was rumours going around. He looks immense, but I mean, you can't always tell from YouTube, but from what I've seen on the YouTube, he looks unbelievable. And if he's anything, he's a proper hard centre half who can play a bit of football. Him with another new signing, I don't think the other 7 will get a game. If it's true.
Yeah, guys, I was gonna go through player raters, but first let's just talk about all the stuff that's happening because silly season is full in effect now. Literally, it's silly season, and everything you're gonna hear from now until the end, until you see that shirt raised, it to me is nothing. So from the first news of this guy being possibly signed for 30 million, to me that's a bargain. I don't know about you.
How true is it though? I mean, how true is this? Where's this come from?
Well, it's the same person that broke the Pepe news before everyone else did in Lille.
Oh, fair enough. Well, that's encouraging then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. Yeah.
Apparently, what happened was they had a meeting with Arteta and the board, and basically the speech that was given to him, he was taken away by it, and he just decided he wanted to come in. And he wants to get it over the line as soon as possible, apparently.
That's great if we can do that.
Okay.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
I don't know how much of us watch the French league, but I personally, I'm not gonna lie and say I've watched a lot of his games. I can probably say I've only watched maybe 2 Lille games all season because they were in, and that's it. Like that's it. I haven't watched anything else, so I don't really know too much about him. But hopefully he is the player that we're looking at, and the recruitment have been also going crazy with other options. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but I'm gonna bring it on the screen. Apparently, Willian has been offered a 3-year deal with 130,000 a week wages. What do you guys think about that?
So with that, I think signing on fee, wages, everything over the course of his contract is 22 million. So it doesn't sound so bad in that context.
For me, I can't complain. When I heard it was going to be free with option of the extra, I thought, nah, no chance. I don't want that. But I've read that it's only 2 years with option of an extra year, and I think that's perfect. Like at the end of the day, we are going to need options. Like we don't want to go to next season just relying on the likes of Nelson coming in for Pepe and all that. Because when that does happen, we tend to lose games. But when you got someone like Willian, he's not exactly lost his ability. He's still got a bit of pace. I think he's got the ability to come in and fill in, whether it's him or Pepe starting.
Keeps Pepe on his toes a bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Guys, you also have to remember, we basically got rid of Mkhitaryan's contract for free. And we're basically replacing Mkhitaryan's contract and actually giving him less than what we would have given Mkhitaryan. So to me, he's a better player than Mkhitaryan, in my opinion. And don't forget, we always talk about Premier League proven, Premier League proven. To get a gap until these younger players get older and get developed, Willian is not a bad choice, just as an option, because he's not going to necessarily be a starter week in, week out. But if he comes into the team, he's going to make those kids better. Let's be honest. Martinelli's, the Reece Nelsons, the Sakas, he can make them better.
I think also,
yeah.
Go on, Melvin.
Sorry, I think that also that when we play three at the back, he can play a wide right, like on the right, make the wing back, right wing back. He can play as well. That might be an option.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is, like, when I look at the signing, like, I see a lot of people complaining already saying, "Oh, we're getting a 32-year-old. Willian's not this, that." But for me, we're not going to have 200 and something mil to spend this summer. So, of course, I'd love a winger as well, on top of a Partey and a centre back. But I know that's not going to happen. So, a free transfer of Willian, who's actually got quality, and still having our money, our budget still there to go and get a Partey and a centre back, it's perfect planning for me. Like, we complain about our board not planning ahead. This is planning ahead for me.
Yeah,
And
two things.
Gabriel and the Partey, that's the icing on top. I can't complain.
Yeah, with Willian, I remember two things. When he was when Chelsea weren't doing well and nobody was pulling their weight, Hazard wasn't doing anything. None of them. He was the one that was standing out. He kept going and going and going, and I saw that and I respected that.
The season where he scored like 5 free kicks
down to his first, eh?
The season where he scored every free kick he took was scoring.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and Chelsea did really bad. That's when they didn't even make Champions League or so, innit?
Yeah.
A few seasons. And secondly,
the season they finished 10th.
And secondly, when you look across Europe, all the guys that are scoring the most goals, the best defenders, all that, they're all in their 30s. So, look, it can't be that bad. Well, every time I hear,
don't say that. Mbappe's not in his 30s. He's a young buck.
Majority of them. Lewandowski, Aubameyang, all these guys, name it. The ones who are doing the big things, majority of them are all in their 30s.
I see a lot of people say about his numbers as well. Yeah, like, he scored 60 goals over 70 years. Over 7 years, sorry, not 70. But you have to understand, a lot of those seasons he played under managers who played a lot more defensive as well. Like under Conte, Jose's not be the best. Like, he was very attacking at Madrid, but at Chelsea he wasn't really attacking like that. I think at Arsenal, Arteta will get a lot more out of him. I think he will prove a lot of doubters wrong about the signing.
Let's talk about this comment right here. The boy's talking about Coutinho, Willian, Gabriel. He's saying it will be signings he'll be happy with. Like, let's talk about Coutinho now. Like, we've talked about Coutinho so many times. In the midfield, if we get a Coutinho, wouldn't we then have to go back to two holding midfielders and try to get a Partey also? Because I think if we get Partey, Coutinho, Willian, we could have a team that looks more like this. Let me just get that comment off the board. 1 second. So they're talking about, just forget about the defender. You could pop any defender in there that we could end up getting. It could be Douglas, Carlos. It could be anybody. I think we might keep Ceballos, but I think xhaka might start over him if Partey's in the team. But we're getting carried away now. But how many of these guys would you actually want? Like, let's start with Coutinho.
Bro, Willian on the left. To be honest with you, bro. Anyway, sorry, forget about that. Anyway, to be honest with you, I want to see defensive players before we even talk about any wingers. Like, totally. I don't want to, even if it's messy or whatever, I don't want to know. I just want to see the defense and the midfield shored up. So we're solid at least. Because sometimes it's just a joke. But for argument's sake, we'll just go with it anyway. So he said Coutinho, yeah, I'll take him. Then he'll be cheap as well. What's he going for now?
Apparently, it's not even going to be a permanent. It's just going to be a loan.
It's going to be a loan. It's going to cost us 9 million loan fees plus his wages. So it's going to cost 10 million for his wages for the season, and they're saying 9 million for the loan fee. So it's 19 million 1 year, 19 million.
It's okay. I'll take him if it doesn't stop us getting defensive midfielder or a centre half. So if it makes us stop on one of those two, forget it. Don't care how good he is.
Yeah. What about this? Premier League proven again. We keep talking about Premier League proven. Springer here is saying 100%. I want Premier League proven players to give our youth their knowledge. And Coutinho is another Premier League proven player that could come in here.
The only thing is, against Coutinho, and he's a fantastic player, or was for Liverpool, that do we actually want to take players on the way down? He hasn't done it the last 3 years. He's not on the way up. We could revitalise his career, but it's a very big thing, chance to take. I'd like someone to come like on the way up, someone who's doing it now and just comes up to our team and carries on doing it. We're taking a big chance with him.
The only thing I'll say with that, I don't necessarily think it's his fault why he's on the way down. I feel Barca bought him and intended on playing him in Iniesta role, which he's never played. I've never seen Coutinho as that player that was going to come from deep and carry the ball forward. He's just a creative outlet. Like, you play him in the off space, you drop the shoulder, he turns the man, he looks up, he's either going to drive at you, take a shot, or he's going to slip someone in. That's Coutinho's game.
So if he was going to play for us every week, whose position would he take?
I think we would change the whole way we play to fit him in.
One player? He's not that good.
And he's on stage.
I think Melvin,
right,
from the way we've played this season, we've depended highly on individual players to get us out of trouble, be it Aubameyang, Pepe, Lacazette, Saka. And I think if you bring a Coutinho in, he's another one of those players who can just win you a game. And you, as much of those players that you can have on the pitch, is gonna prove your team to win the game. Honestly, you cannot have enough of those players.
The only thing
I've basically read that Arteta intends on going with the 4-3-3, and from what I've seen from Arteta, he coaches play. He can get what he wants out of a player. So I think Coutinho will be playing as one of those three in the off space. That's why I generally feel like they're going to play him.
Okay. Now, we've been linked to all sorts of players. Is there any other players that you guys... We've been linked to another defender. I don't know if you guys know anything about him, but this defender called, I think it's Douglas...
Diego Carlos.
Diego Carlos, yeah. Diego Carlos. Have you heard of him?
No.
I've heard of him, but it's only over the last, since Christmas I've heard of him. But for me, I think that's a nonsense rumor, because his release clause is actually 70 mil. Even though it's 70 mil release clause. But what I'd say, it's inflated, and I think due to COVID it will drop, but I still don't think we're going to get him, because you've got the likes of Liverpool who apparently linked with him. I think PSG's linked with him as well, so I think that's not going to happen. But he does look like a good player, though. I do like him.
If we sign Gabriel, if we sign Gabriel, right? If we sign, and Saliba plays, and Tierney on the left, shall I tell you something? I could play right back for the Arsenal. That's how good it's going to be.
True.
They said 45 million on transfer radar, and transfer radar is always like 20 million short of the real price.
Yeah.
So, hey.
I don't want him. I want this other geezer. This other geezer I want. He's terrific.
Yeah, because when you think of it, he's 27. This guy. So we're gonna pay what? 70? I'm not really into that. But Gabriel is 22, and he's shown enough potential for me to say he could make a solid unit with Saliba at the back.
They could be the French pair for the next 5-10 years. The French centre back. Couldn't they? Think about that, boys.
But isn't Gabriel Brazilian?
He's Brazilian, yeah. No, he's Brazilian.
French. Oh, never mind. I'll take that back.
No, you're talking about Upamecano. You're talking about Upamecano. Let's talk about Upamecano.
I've got to know a man of nationality.
Everyone was talking about Upamecano so much. And in my opinion, the reason why his stock has dropped a lot was during the lockdown, when everyone was watching the Bundesliga, they realized this guy's a lot of hype. Like, I seen him from a direct corner basically get an own goal and chest it into his own net. Like, stuff like that does not scream 80 million pound center back to me. I don't know about you guys. Make fun of Harry Maguire as much as you want. Call him a fridge and everything. He's helped Manchester United's defense. And if you spend 80 million, you expect to get a defender that's going to help your defense.
No. Come on. Listen. You see the money they spend on him, yeah? He was supposed to go in there and do a Van Dijk. And he's done. That's what it is. Don't get it.
He did a Dick Van Dijk. That's what he did. Game day.
Oh man, guys, is there any other players have you guys heard of that you guys would want to talk about before we go on to the player raters?
That question. That
No.
he said, "Do I rate Torreira?" I really do, but I don't think the guy's head is in it. I think he wants to go someplace where he's familiar with Italy or back home, and I don't think he can go back home to Italy. So yeah,
Be in negotiation for him.
who?
Torino.
Okay, they want him. Yeah, he wants to go to Italy. The rumors are real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do the player raters. The way we're gonna do this, it's gonna be we're going to do it from 1 out of 10, obviously, and we're going to exclude certain players. So from the jump, we're gonna exclude Mkhitaryan because he left early. We're gonna exclude Monreal, even though he played this season for us. Don't forget, he did play this season for us. We're gonna exclude other guys that were on loan, like Emile Smith Rowe. We're going to exclude Mavropanos because he never played a game for us this season. So those 4 are gone. Anyone else that we should exclude from the jump? Will we do an Ozil review?
No, can't.
Can we review Ozil's season? I think he played 13 games.
I can't remember them. That's how really it is.
Isn't it? What I would do, kid, I would just review the Arsenal players that played the last 10 games. Because that's all it's really.
But then Guendouzi's out. Guendouzi's in there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do him anyway. He's not a factor anymore.
Martinelli didn't play the last 10 games, but we have to keep him in.
All right,
Martinelli didn't play the last 10 games, but we have to keep him in.
All right, go on then. I'll get me coat. Go on.
So we're gonna start. Come on, what do you call it? Okay, so we're gonna start with the goalkeepers. I think our goalkeepers have been our best players this season. Probably there hasn't been a position where you could say we haven't been stronger in. That's our strongest position, guys. Goalkeepers. Okay? We'll just go show you how bad our defense has been this season. Can you hear
breaking
me?
up?
You're breaking up, kid.
Okay. Okay, so I was gonna jump into goalkeepers. First goalkeeper, let's get into Leno. First choice goalkeeper, got injured. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
I'll give him a 7 as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And to be honest with you, I'm not that confident when he's in goal. You know, but thing on the other hand, bloody hell, I'm calm. Yeah, I'm calm when he's in it. Bloody hell, what's his name?
Martinez.
We'll come to him anyway. Yeah, we'll come to him. Martinez.
Okay, so Leno gets a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7 for me. Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Let's see what the people in the comments give Leno. Like, guys, what do you guys say? So there's some 7s for Leno. There's another 8. There's thing. According to Egal, Arsenal had a better season than Wolves. Yes, they have. Wolves are out of Europe. We won a cup. We're automatically in Europe. So Kevin, we have had a better season than Wolves. We have had a better season than Leicester.
Are they not still in
what I'm saying? No, they're out. They're out. Unless they win the Europa League, we have had a better season than them.
That's what I'm saying. They're in Europa League still, are they not?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, but they're out for next season. They're not in it for next season.
Unless they win it.
So next player, guys. Martinez. What do you guys say?
I'll start, Joy. Can I start? 9.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 9 as well. Amazing. A backup keeper to come in a crisis like this and come and perform like that. Listen, Melvin remember this, but at the beginning of the season when he was talking about how I want to play and they should, I was like, this guy needs to shut up. Like, why do you think? Seriously, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this guy, like, is he trying to talk himself into a position or something? Like, you got to prove yourself.
There's going to be a new statue outside the Emirates next year. You know it's going to be the Brighton player who fouled Leno. Because without that, we wouldn't have known about Martinez.
I know, right? I know.
We still hate the Brighton player. I don't think, you know.
What
any harm in any player, especially Arsenal. You know what I mean? How things change.
I know.
Okay, yeah. So what are we giving Martinez? Because we gave Leno a 7.
9.
9? Everyone's giving him 9s. Everyone's giving him 9s.
Before we move on to the next one. So with Martinez, would you play? Would he be first choice next season? For me,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And until he starts messing about, then you bring in Leno.
That's the deal. It's competition.
Yeah, it's football's on merit. There's no skating by and just getting away with nothing.
Yeah. And mate, you know
Talking
what?
about merit,
He looks like a man now. I mean, he's really built. He's grown to be.
Did you see the picture of all of them standing next to each other? Leno's a midget next to them.
Midget compared to all of them.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm sorry if somebody finds that offensive, but I don't know, man. Leno, to me, he's a 6-foot guy, but Martinez, how tall is he? Like,
he's a giant. He comes to crosses.
And you know what? The best thing about him, he's not even one of the lanky tall guys. He's built. He's solid.
How he reminds me of
this guy.
He reminds me of that keeper at City used to have, Pontillimon.
Oh yeah, Pontillimon.
Reminds me of it.
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry, go on.
So next we're gonna move on, guys. Some people in the comments are giving 7s. I think that's harsh. Some people are giving 8s. 110. Now we're moving on to the right back position. We're gonna start off with the guy everyone likes to make fun of. Give him a break this time. I think Bellerin had a good season. He didn't do as bad as guys make it seem like he did. I'm giving him a solid 6.
Love the way you were talking. I thought you were going to give him 9.
I was going to give him a 6.
No, because I genuinely believe we're so harsh on these players. Watching some of our player raters, we give Bellerin like a 2 sometimes. So
no.
I think 6 is being nice. Where you guys would sometimes give him like
overall season, I'll give him a 6. Yeah.
I was 6. I give him a 6. Yeah.
I just thought you go a 9, man.
No, I'm not giving him a 9. Okay, let's see what the people in the comments give Bellerin. What do you guys think the people in the comments are giving? 6. I see another 6.
5.
I see a 5. We don't do 5.5s here, guys.
That's a Bellerin 5.
That's the shoe size, isn't it?
Yo, Kevin's on my case today. Yeah, you need to sue the EPL because they're putting Arsenal in the wrong position in the league. He's talking about we're first because Bournemouth is gone now. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so what do you call it? So we gave Bellerin a 6. The next player after Bellerin, guys, is Kieran Tierney. I'm doing it in the order that the names come up on the website.
Yeah, all right. Right,
Okay,
who
so
do we go first? Shall I start before we go on?
I want to give him a 9, but because of the injury, I'll give him an 8. Strong one.
Exactly what I'm going to say. Yeah, 8. Yeah. And he took a little bit of time, not his own fault, when he first came in the team. He was a little bit nervous, wasn't he? Yeah. He's growing every game, isn't he?
Yeah, listen, for his first season, 8 is a very good compliment. And he deserves it. He deserves it. He's changed the game so many times.
You know what, JL, since he's been back the last 6 or 7 games, he's got 8 out of 10 every time for me.
Yeah, he's been on it.
Every game. You get a solid 8 out of him every game.
Yeah.
Right. Kesh?
I'm gonna give him an 8.
8. Guys, you know when rivals of that don't usually big up Arsenal for a signing like Kieran Tierney. You got all these guys who always hate on us on Sky Sports talking about Kieran Tierney. What a player!
See for Tierney for me, he reminds me of Nigel Winterburn. That guy, levels never drop below a 7. Never.
And also the passing range reminds me of what Nigel, because Nigel Winterburn, don't underestimate his passing. It was amazing, especially in that 81 game against Liverpool. If you ever watch it back, like I watched 89. If you watch the whole game back, like I did with Melvin and Kevin and Sonny, I watched that whole game, and the whole time I was just watching Nigel because his passing is stupendous.
Yeah. But that's what we need. We need players who, even if they have a poor game, it's not a poor game.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah. I'm giving Tierney an 8. We all give him an 8. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so next I'm gonna go a guy who I'm going Ainsley Maitland-Niles, a guy that a lot of people at certain points of the season were saying he's out the door. He's out the door. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. AMN. What are you guys giving AMN?
AMN. Up and down season for him. He's had a very mixed one, but at the end he came good, so I'll give him a strong 7. Can't give him any more than that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You know what I'm going to do? You give him a 7 as well, okay? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him an 8. I think he's been superb the last few games. He's grown into it. He's taken it on the chin, what's went wrong, and he's proved himself. I think I'll be most upset if they let him go now. He's one of my favourite players now. He really is.
Yeah, when he's
I'm telling you now, he's the best tackler we got that stays on his feet. He's as fast as you like. He's not quite, but he's nearly 2-footed, and he can drill. I think the guy's great. I really, I've not been in the past, but at the moment, I think he's fantastic.
I think he's
having a mixed season.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
I think he's going to be that sort of player. You know, when Ferguson, you had those sort of players that didn't really have a specialist position, but they come in and they do a job. That's what he's going to be for us.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I think he needs to accept that and then just, forget the position you want to play.
When you were saying all that things about right back position, I'm thinking, mate, you're at Arsenal. Like, you need to take that with open arms.
He knows.
Exactly. Yeah.
He knows.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's brilliant.
So what are we coming to a conclusion with? Because I'm giving him the same as what I gave Bellerin. I'm giving him a 6 because if you guys remember, let me keep it real with you guys. You guys are forgetting that this guy played a lot of games for us this season, and not all of them were really that good.
Yeah.
He did play a lot of games for us. He played all over the pitch. There was times where he was playing as a forward player, as a midfield player, as a right back, as a left back, as a right wing back. Don't let 2 games fool you. As much as I'm a positive guy, I'm going to try to keep it realistic here. He was not an 8 out of 10 performance this season. He was more of a 6.
You know what I'll say though? Because even during the Emery reign, he did have solid games. But it just wasn't consistent. He did have solid games during early season as well, but it just wasn't consistent with it. So that's the only reason why I said I gave 7, because it was an unbalanced season for the whole squad. But I'm just taking the fact that, fair enough, you have good games, but with all that's going on in the club, I can't not acknowledge that you're gonna have inconsistent games as well.
Okay, so what are we giving him as an even balance between us?
Well, I'm giving him probably a 7 average, isn't it? You're 6, I'm 8, 7 average.
2 7s.
Okay,
Yeah,
7.
bang on 7.
Let's see what the people in the comments say, because one guy already said a 2. One guy said 2. One guy said 4, 6. Very average. He gets a 4. A bunch of people are picking him up, giving him 6s.
I'm getting a bit of stick here from the boys. I'm getting a bit of stick here. In the comments. I'm getting a bit.
Yeah, Melvin, you're being positive. Once the season's over, you're ready for next season.
I'm still getting a bit of stick though.
You got Springer's on your side.
Go Springer.
Okay. Mr. Bungle's in the chat. Okay, so we haven't done Mustafi yet. We haven't done Rob Holding. He wants Mustafi next. He wants Holding next. No, unfortunately the people don't get what they want today. We're gonna do this guy first. Just get him out of the way. Sokratis. 3.
I'll give him a 5.
Okay, Kesh?
3, mate.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give him a 4 just based on the fact that he ended his season as a right wing back against Leeds.
I actually like him as well, but I gotta be real.
You know something funny? He started his career as a right wing back. You know that, right?
He started his career as a wing back, a right wing back.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
That's very weird.
If you've seen old photographs of him, his body shape has really changed big time.
Yeah,
he's quite skinny. Yeah, I didn't recognise him. I saw they were talking about him. What was he talking? And then I scrolled down. I saw his name, and then I saw just about made it out it was him.
So we giving him a 4. You give him a 4 average or a 5?
Yeah, you give him a 4.
Okay, so Sokratis averaged a 4. Let's just see what the comments say. What do you guys
One
think the
and
comments
two,
are going to
yeah.
say? The comments are more harsh than us, guys. We got
Bloody hell.
ones,
It's always,
twos,
it's always,
threes, fours. Oh my God, guys, this is so
It's
hard.
always
Look at this.
One.
This is
That's
Sonny
real.
doing the ratings.
that's
To be fair, they're not wrong though, because when the season started and Emery was doing the playing out from the back, like he really, really, really struggled.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was he the one, Kesh, that gave the ball away against Watford away when we were 2-0 up strolling from the goal
I think
kick?
it was. I think it
Oh,
was.
that
Yeah.
was shocking. That was shocking.
Yeah.
That was, I want to change
What did you guys think about the fact that he came in as a substitute in the final? That to me was
I thought he
like,
played
what
very
did he
well.
do?
I thought he done very well
You know
for
what?
first.
You know what? They've done that, though. They brought on. I think Arteta just went for the more experienced heads, isn't it? Because the youngsters didn't really come in apart from the Nelson and Willock. He could have brought xhaka.
He wouldn't have come on if it wasn't that we had 5 subs.
Yeah, he would have come. Yeah, first up, definitely.
True, yeah.
Okay, so next I'm gonna go another guy who didn't play a lot this season, but he's still a fan favorite, Rob Holding. Can I go first on this one? I think Rob Holding did not play as much as many games as he would have wanted to, but especially when it comes to the Premier League, he played only 8 games, and to me, it's unfair to criticize him harshly.
Then take him off the list.
So I just say take him out. What do you guys think?
Yeah, take him out.
You take him out, yeah?
Okay,
Yeah,
he's out. He's out.
No,
Another fan favorite. I don't think he played enough games, but at the beginning he was amazing in my opinion. He had the most assists for the whole team, and last year he would have been in second after 2 games. He had 5 assists.
Emery killed him. Though. He did kill him.
when he played for us at right back, it was very hard to watch the game. Very difficult for me to sit there and watch the game. I couldn't take it.
When Montero...
Melvin, he won us a game. He won us 2 games.
Aston Villa, I know, yeah, he won us a game. All right, but I'm just saying, when I watched him play at right back, I thought he looked like a cricketer playing football, if you know what I'm saying. He didn't look comfortable. His legs are in the wrong position. Centre half, he was okay. You're saying he was a great defender, but you're only putting him against the rest of the defenders at that time, who all of them were very, very poor when Emery was there. So he was an okay player. You know, he's got his heart in the right place. He gives 100%, but for me, not good enough. Sorry, not good enough.
Yeah,
I'm giving him.
I want to see him succeed, so I'll give him a 5.
I want to see him succeed. Honestly, I think his heart's in the right place. And he does give it. You know, he gives his 100, but I just don't think he's got it.
Right,
I'll give him a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some people giving him 0.
He's a proper Northern lad as well. I expected more. So, but.
Okay, so does he get a 4 or does he get a 5, guys?
For me, he got a 4. I don't know what the others do.
4 then. I said 5, but
if majority rules, it's a 4. It's a 4.
Give him more reasons. They give him more reasons for a 4.
Can I go on Mustafi?
Go ahead.
In my opinion, Mustafi gets an 8.
Oh, oi! I'm going now. See you guys. Good night.
Mustafi gets an 8. What did he do wrong this season? Besides
Look at
mistakes.
Look what he done against Harry Kane.
Stop it, please.
Did you say 8 or did you say you're late?
He had a really good season when you think about the grand scheme of things. Look at this. Europa League, he didn't put a foot wrong, except for when we got knocked out.
He just did his job. That's all. He did his job. Nothing exceptional.
Okay, you guys all overrule me. What do you guys give him?
4.
I'll give him a 5.
I'll give him a 6.
Okay, so average score is a 5 then.
Yeah.
Let's move on quickly.
David Luiz, another one that I'll give a high rating to, but all his mistakes makes him get a 7.
He gets lower than Mustafi for me.
Is this Luiz?
Lower than Mustafi?
Yeah, Luiz.
Lower than Mustafi for me.
He cost us top 4. He definitely cost us top 4. All those stupid penalties, all those stupid decisions he was making Mate, 4. He should be doing way more than he does for us. Way more as an experienced player.
I'm gonna give him a 5.
I agree with you, Kesh. I'm giving him 5 because he did rally the last couple of games. I know it's not a lot, but he did a rally.
Yeah. Oh, it was important. It was important though. So
what did he get for you guys?
5 from me, 5 from Kesh, 4 from JR.
Yeah.
And 7
What would
for
you
me.
give
So
him?
average is 5 then, because 2 of you guys went for 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you give him?
I gave him a 7 because I said if you take away the penalties and the red card.
You can't. There were big games. Big, massive.
If's a very big word, kid. If. Right?
Wait, I don't think we've never had a second word. Give away 5 penalties in one season, have we?
He wasn't giving
No,
away.
that's a Premier League record, mate. That's a Premier League record.
We had
I think
Drew.
There should be a new trophy.
We forgot about somebody.
Just while we're on Luiz, he should have won the award. You know, got the golden boot for the most goal scorer. He should win the golden white spot for the amount of penalties he gave away.
A wooden boot.
New one, right? Put that down. I said it first. Stick that one down, boys. He should win the white spot award.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
We forgot about this man, Saeed Kolasinac.
Oh, no. Do I have to?
3.
Do I have to? I'm going to give him a 2 because I think he puts his boots on the right way round. And that's the only reason I'm giving him a 2.
Melvin, what's in
sorry,
that?
boys. I can't give him more than 2. Sorry.
What's in that glass today, Rick?
He cannot kick the ball apart from backwards. He ought to. When he kicks off, when Arsenal kick off, he should face the Arsenal goal, save him energy and turning round. Because all he can do is give it back. I don't want to see that no more. I'm finished with it, honestly.
Oh, okay, guys.
When he first came, the tank. He does this. I'll pay you this. He does nothing. Man.
Guys, he did one thing right. He did one thing right this season. He defended Ozil and his family at the beginning of the season. That was one thing he did.
That was a stupid thing to do. Give them what they wanted. Let them go.
Okay. Okay. How much you giving him, guys? Before I go to the comments.
Two.
Okay.
Correctly.
Okay, guys. So that was the defense. Just to show you guys, the average for the defense is an average score of 5, with only 3 guys getting good scores, with Bellerin, Tierney, and Enzima being the only ones that got a good score.
And none of them are centre backs.
Yeah.
None of them. Okay, so let's see. Kolasinac is getting -2, 4, 2. The tank gets 1, 3. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was bad. David Luiz, card, red, -2. Okay, how can you take that away? I'm sorry. I try to look at the better things at life. I don't look at the bad things. I'm that kind of person you want to be working with, because I won't look at your bad traits. Anyway,
no, they are necessary, especially when you do it. Listen, this is like saying one of your family members disrespects you all the time, but this time we disrespect you at your wedding or your engagement or what they call it, graduation or something. He chooses the big moments to embarrass the club. That's what he does, and it's too much. No, it's done. Enough.
Okay, so we already said Ozil's out, but just for the laughs, what would you guys give him?
Right?
Wow.
We already said Ozil is out, but if you were to rate Ozil, what would you have given him?
I don't give anybody a note, so I give him 1.
I'll give him 1 as well. You're right. Yeah, 1.
Does he not get anything?
For me, his attitude stinks.
His attitude.
The umbrella picture alone deserves a 4.
The what?
The umbrella picture at Southampton, that in itself is legendary.
You see that guy, yeah? What he's doing to this club, he's holding us back single-handedly. But in a way, serves the club well as well, because serves him right. Because they're the ones who gave him that, what's it called, that stupid contract. They didn't need to do it. And then they whinge and say, oh, him and Sanchez would have left. look at the position we're in now. It's worse than them two leaving anyway. Let him go. Should let him go. Should never given him that much money.
He left anyway when we gave him the contract. Mentally, he left anyway. So I didn't give him that.
Okay, let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Let's do midfield. Come on.
Midfield, yeah.
Another bad attitude. Torreira. What do we do with this guy?
I think he's been slightly unlucky. He hasn't been favoured by both managers this season, but I still can only give him a 4 or 5. 5, just.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
He hasn't done much, yeah. Only because he hasn't done much, but yeah, 5 as well. I agree.
4 for me.
You say he hasn't done much, but he played 29 games in the league.
Most of them is awful.
Yeah, it's not what he's done when he's played in them, isn't it? It's not being on the pitch. On that basis, we should get a 5.
Mostly, he's come off the bench. He's featured 29 times, but he hasn't
Guys,
started.
I'm gonna be ruthless with Torreira, not as ruthless as I am with the other guys. To me, Torreira gets a 4.
I won't even argue that.
To me,
It's
Torreira
true.
does not get a passing grade. He
Yeah,
gets
like Jay
low
would say,
passing grade.
he's played 29 games, but he doesn't start 29 games.
A lot of thing is, a lot of those games he was played as the hybrid Ozil as a 10. I don't know why, what Emery was thinking, but you know.
They did that because the shirt fit him.
Oh my god! Hey guys, to be fair,
very clever thinking that was with the management.
hey guys, to be fair,
You're wearing the 10, son.
he does have one thing this season. He has more goals at Anfield than Roberto Firmino, so that is one thing. Okay, we just banter guys about that. Anyways, doesn't win you any cups, as Melvin would say.
Hey?
What's that?
The guy has 2 goals this season at Anfield.
Who scored 2 goals at Anfield this year?
Torreira.
He scored twice. Was it League Cup as well? Was it?
Yeah. So at least he did something. That was something memorable. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go Joe Willock.
Joe Willock. I'll give him
Be nice.
I'll give him a 6 because he's come on and he's tried. He hasn't been good enough, but he's come on and he's tried. And yeah, and I like the goal he scored as well. So
I'm gonna give him a 5. A 5. I think that's right down the middle. I think that's about where he finished the season. Yeah.
I'm giving him a 5 as well. I don't think he's actually. Why I'm giving him a 5 as well. His commitment's great. His energy's great. I don't actually think he's improved over the year. For a youngster, you want to see a bit of improvement.
Yeah, I think you guys are being harsh. Let me just let you guys know the amount of midfielders that he has more goals with. Then he has more goals than Harry Winks. He has more goals than Ndombele. He has more goals than Eric Dyer. He has more goals than the whole Tottenham midfield, except for Dele Alli. So when you guys talk it,
then they're not expected to score.
Ndombele, Lo Celso, come on.
Dyer.
So when Dyer.
How many league goals you got, kid? How many league goals you got? You got one away at Southampton. Who else you scored in the league?
League goals. I'm not talking about league goals. I'm talking about all competition.
How many league goals he scored?
He has 1.
1. Thank you. I'll rest my case. All right.
Okay. But all competitions.
He scored 1 league goal. That he's okay because he scores goals.
All competitions, he has 5 goals. That's what I'm talking about. All competitions, he has more goals than all those guys that I named. So
that is training when they train the Arsenal.
When you consider how many games he started, it's not great.
But anyway,
5 a good score.
And how many assists has he got?
He has 1 assist and 1 goal in the Premier League.
Yeah. He's lucky he's getting a 5, to be fair.
You're right.
I think he's getting away with it because of age. Next one, Matteo Guendouzi.
Got to be.
I'm gonna
give him a 4. I want to give him a 4. He's a headless chicken.
He's a headless chicken, but I'm gonna give him a 5.
I'm gonna give him. Cedric, I think you 2 boys are generous. I'm giving him a 3. Hasn't contributed at all this year.
Cedric has more goal involvements than him.
What's that?
Cedric has more goal involvements. in the Premier League.
I'm
Oh
joking
my,
with stats anyway all the time.
oh my God, this is a joke, guys. Okay, forget it.
Let's move on.
What did he
Move
get?
on. No,
Did he get a passing
Well,
goal?
one average 4. 3, 4,
Yeah.
and 5. Average 4.
Yeah.
Okay, he got a 4. Next, if I hear anything negative from this guy from you guys, I swear to God,
Decision. See, that's what we're here for. You want our experience and our
I
judgment.
hear anything bad about this guy. To me,
Should
he
I go?
deserves.
Should I lead
To
with
me,
this
he
one?
deserves this. To me, he
Go on,
deserves.
please, go on.
To me, he deserves a 9 for the fact that he was able to turn around the season that he had, with the
Listen,
fan base not giving a shit about him, making
he's
fun
on
of
a
him,
contract.
criticizing
He's on a
him.
contract.
He had
He's on
a
a
baby.
contract.
He told the fans to fuck off, apparently. This, that. And everything happened. And he turned it all around. The renaissance that happened with this guy, he is going to be in a season's time, he's going to be our Jordan Henderson. People are going to be saying, I apologize.
Listen, I'll give it to him. He's good character. He remained strong and he came back and he won a lot of the fan base over. Yeah, but there's no way he's getting a 9. No way. For me, he's gonna have to settle for a 7. He's had a decent season, but that's what's expected of him. And at least for once, during the old years he's been here, he's actually given us a decent season. This is his best season at the club, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him a 7.
Well, I'll tell you this as well. Me, I'm going to give him a 5, right? A 4, really. But the fact that he managed to shake that devil on his back and come back. I'm not giving him any more because he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He has never been superb for me. Never.
Yeah,
He's
never.
just done his job, and that's it. So he doesn't deserve a 9. He doesn't deserve all these things that everybody's bigging him up for. No. Xhaka, and to be honest with you, me personally, I don't want to see him play for the club ever again. I still feel that way. He should never play for the team again because I don't think he's made that much a difference between in terms of us spurring on and going to win the cup and then I shouldn't say that, spurring on and moving, doing well and doing all. I mean, nah, Xhaka needs to leave. Still go. Done with him. He thinks he's better than he is. Done. Goodbye.
He's
Over.
improved a hell of a lot. He's really improved his game a hell of a lot. But even saying that, on Saturday he nearly gave the ball away. He gave the ball away and it was 0-0. He got taken off him like candy from a baby. Right? In other games, he makes mistakes. Not as many, but he still makes those horrible hospital balls he gives us some of our players. He kicked the ball off when it's an easy pass. He still makes big mistakes, but we're a better team now and we cover it up better when he makes a mistake. I would give him, I don't want to because I think it's too high, but I'm going to give him a 5.
Okay, so what does that even out to? Let's go over this again. You gave him a 5.
Yeah.
What did you give him, JR? Cash?
I'll give him a 7. 5 wins.
Okay, so can we meet in the middle between 9, 7, and 5s, and just
6,
say we'll give him a 6?
6.
Don't want to talk
so
about him
we're giving-
anymore. It annoys me.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's go, boys.
Okay, so we're giving him a 6. Okay, that's nice and fair. Let's go on to Dani Ceballos. In my opinion, Dani Ceballos, the fact that he was on loan, he was never going to be given as much time to adjust as a Pepe would be because we signed Pepe for big money, where Dani Ceballos was basically, they knew at the end of the season we could let him go for free and it wouldn't mean shit to us. So I think the fan base never really got behind him as much as we should have. After his first game against Burnley, he was really exciting and everyone was like, sign him now. And then he disappeared and everyone just said, forget about him. And then when Arteta came in, he revitalized him in the last 10 games. If you judge him just on the last 10 games, in my opinion, he deserves an easy 8. What do you guys think?
Ceballos 7.
Yeah.
7.
You got to take the first part of the season in consideration. And I think it was unlucky because he didn't get played a lot. Even after the Burnley game, he hardly got played, which was a bit weird. Mind you, look who we had as manager. I'll give him a 7 as well. Improved, hell of a lot improved over the last 8 games, but 7 for me.
7.
Okay,
For me,
so,
a lot of fans have been flip flopping with him. They liked him, then they don't like him, then they liked him. But I stuck to my gun because like Danny, I've watched him for like the last 3 years. Like even before he went Madrid, like he was ripping up trees. And then when you watch him for Spain, you see what position he actually plays. You see what player
plays other positions.
Yeah, he's played very offensive. He's an offensive player.
He's an offensive player, really.
Yeah, he plays. He plays with the left wing.
What, if that is the case, why on earth are we looking to buy Coutinho then?
Oh well, I've just read just now. That's not on.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that, Ken. I don't mind that at all.
I honestly think Dani Ceballos could be a regen of David Silva if we play him properly. If we play
He's
him
got
properly.
to be a little bit another David Silva.
Yeah. Yo, we got Zayn in the house. Zayn's in the house saying what up to the boys. Igal, do you think we should go? What? Should have got Sanchez back. He was what? A double agent to ruin and it worked. He was a double agent to ruin United. I'm not gonna lie, Zayn, we definitely should not look at Sanchez after he left for United. Forget about him. Just as much as we do. He's gone. He's an afterthought in our mind. But Zayn, I have a question for you. Who would you want to sign? Because I know you don't want you never wanted Harry Maguire or any of those kind of English players. Who would you want to sign? Let us know. Guys, in the comments, we're going to continue to the next player. There's one more midfielder. Are we going to count Saka as a midfielder, guys?
Oh, yeah. Just count him.
Yeah.
Just count him.
Okay, so Saka. What do you guys think about Saka?
9. Young gunner. He's come through and he doesn't give a damn and he's done his job and more. And just like you couldn't ask. I'm even lost for words. The guy, every time you see him play, man, I think he's had 2 shaky games and that's it. But still, he didn't make no mistakes. He just didn't play as well. That's it. And that's a good player right there. So yeah, 9.
I guess why gets a 9 from me, apart from anything else. Aubameyang's our captain. He's done brilliantly this year. But this kid was the first Arsenal player this season that inspired the rest of the team. They looked at him and go, bloody hell, look what he's doing. Why can't we do that? Perhaps we can do it. I reckon he made a big difference to our team, mentally and physically. What he did on the ball, what he did off the ball. And I was saying that the people looking at him must have thought, what am I messing around for? I should be as good as this kid. And he really inspired us. And he got the crowd going as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Listen, there is not one comment. There has not been one comment below a 7 for Saka. Everybody's giving high praise.
He's
high praise.
At his tender age, he's led by example. Like his feathers have not been ruffled in any game where I've seen him put his head down, where he looks like he's lost his confidence. He just keeps going. And for someone of that age, you've got to give it to them. You've got to give it to them, man. I'm telling you. Like they need to put his picture at ALN.
Yeah.
For all the boys to look up to. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Before we continue on Saka.
Gonna die. So
good thing we sacked that guy who said Saka was never gonna make it, because he was an absolute idiot. The lead director of the Arsenal Academy at the time that was doing Per Mertesecca's job. He said Saka was never gonna make it.
Yeah.
This guy's an idiot.
Name? What? He went to Wolfsburg. He's a Dutch guy, isn't it? The Dutch guy.
Anyways, let's read Zayn's super chat. Zayn said, offload Ozil to Turkey and get Partey, Willian, and Coutinho. What do you guys think?
No. That ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen, is it? No, one of those might, 2 of those might happen, the rest won't. So.
2 can happen, yeah. I agree.
Okay,
the rest ain't going to happen.
Willian, we know it can happen, and then it's between Partey and Coutinho.
Okay, yeah. Nelson.
Reece Nelson.
Yeah.
You know what? He's been a big disappointment for me. Like, I'm very, very disappointed in him. He went to Germany, right? Alone. And I thought he had gone there to go and get some experience. He did all right over there, and he's come back. Every time he's been given a chance, he has not taken it. I'm very disappointed in him. I give him a 5.
For Reece Nelson, I'm going to give him a 4. Like the same person that was saying that Saka weren't going to make it is the same person that said Reece Nelson's got the ability, but he hasn't got the desire. That's what he said. He said he hasn't got the desire to even go on and be a top player. If we was to get in the region of 20-25 mil offer for him, I think the board will take it gladly. Gladly.
That might be a reason why we're getting William on a 3. If we can get Nelson, that might be a good little deal. That might be.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 5. I want him to do well, obviously.
Yeah,
he's different class.
Yeah, and he's been with us for ages as well. You know what I mean? Like, I really want to see him, but he disappointed me this season.
Yeah, you're right.
Guys, this hurts. You know how much I backed this guy all season. He never proved you guys wrong. The guys who doubted him, and in that case, it hurts that I have to give him a 4 because he never really did anything all season. And you know what I think messed up his season? That disallowed goal because Nacho Monreal was offside. That first game when he got his goal and it was disallowed. Stuff like that can ruin your confidence and just switch you off.
The first 4 games of the season, things happen.
Big excuses for him. Like
I am.
Think about it, yeah. As a winger, like yes, you might not be a great goal scorer, but I expect you to be laying down assists. You've got to be laying down. You've got to be creative. Like he doesn't create any chances. When he gets on the ball, he looks featherweight. Like he just gets bounced off it. Like when he's running, he doesn't know what he's gonna do. He doesn't do any 1-2s. He just runs down cul-de-sacs.
Okay, so what are we giving him?
4.
4?
I gave him a 5.
I gave him a 5.
Wow. I'm being more harsh than you guys now. Okay. We're gonna save the 3 big boys. Let's go to Eddie. Eddie. This guy went on loan, guys. Came back and still outscored some of our players. He's pretty good, in my opinion.
I'm giving him. It's my heart on my head. What do I do, boys? Hair, heart, or head? I'm giving him my. I'm gonna give him a 6. I know he runs around. I know he gives 100%. But as a player that are going to do things for the Arsenal, I'm giving him a 6. No more than that. Sorry.
Yeah, 6. And when he's come on, I don't see him, when he's started, especially. He's made some good runs, but it's been I don't know. It's not been convincing. I mean, Eddie, when Arsene Wenger halted his progression, I think. After he scored those goals in the League Cup, he should have
been playing.
And he didn't even put him on the bench most times. So that's Arsene Wenger's fault, really. But he needs to find his form. But he's good. He's doing all right. But yeah, I agree with you. Same as Melvin, me.
For me, I would have given him a 5, but I'm going to give him a 6. The simple fact he's got 2 medals to his name more than Harry Kane. Got to give him a 6 for that. Got 2.
Yo, listen to this.
Got 2.
Listen to this. The man Zayn himself is saying, I just saw Harry Maguire playing. Got to be the most overrated player ever. He and Pogba together cost 200 million. Makes Abba look like a bargain. Yeah, you can't even compare those guys to Aubameyang. To me, Aubameyang's like top level. Pogba, of course, you can compare him to, because Pogba, to me, I still rate Pogba, but Harry Maguire, they're just paying for potential. They're not really paying for a Van Dijk. You know what I mean?
My battery's on 5%. My charger's in the car.
Okay. Martinelli, one of my players of the season. What are we giving him?
8. Great guy, great attitude.
Yeah, 8 as well. Go on, 8.
Yeah, give him 8.
I'm giving him a 9. What are you guys talking about? This guy, we didn't expect nothing from him.
He's been injured. He's been amazing. He has been amazing. I saw him dancing on his crutches. He needs to relax and go and get.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, I saw him. I was like, oh, calm down, mate.
Okay, so we give him an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Pepe.
7.
You know
yes, about 7. Yeah. 7.
Yeah, I'm not mad at 7, but to be honest, 6 for me.
Lucky to get that though.
First season, so it's okay. So I don't mind the 7. But yeah, I give him a 6 though.
Okay. Cash?
7.
It's a 7.
Okay, yo, guys, I think that's fair. I'm not gonna lie. You guys aren't being harsh on him. Let's go. Lacazette.
I'm going to give him a 6, just for his effort, not for what
6.
he's done. He hasn't done a lot. 6.
Yeah, I agree. 6.
Yo, really? Everyone's giving him a 6? He did get. Oh shit! Yeah,
His job is to score goals, and he's done that badly.
Yeah, 10 goals, 4 assists in the league. That's bad.
Bro, he's better than that. He's better than that.
Yeah, he's way better than that. Okay, and arguably the player of the season 2 years running, in my opinion, should be Aubameyang. Aubameyang, to me, gets a 10 out of 10, and you can't tell me anything different.
Yeah, he's carried on scoring the goals.
22 goals in the Premier League.
9. I give him a 9.
I give him a 9, and I think the only reason I don't give him a 10, I think he, as great as he's been for us, I think he could have done a bit better for us. I know it sounds stupid.
29 all competitions.
The team held him back, really. But yeah, but then he's captain. It's his job to motivate the team as well. And at some point, he failed in that.
He scored a lot of goals, but there was important ones where he missed.
Yeah, like the Europa League. But don't forget, he scored the bicycle kick to get us into that position to even win. I do
understand that, but then we went. There was going out.
You got to do the business when you're there.
Listen, guys, I'm doing a 360. I was saying Aubameyang, we gotta sell him to raise funds to fix the rest of the team. I'm no longer saying that. I was right until I changed my opinion, and now I'm right. We should keep him.
We should keep him.
Yeah.
I just read that he's actually waiting for offers. And for me, with the season going to be a short turnaround, we've got to give him an ultimatum. Like, you either let us know what you're doing by the end of next week, or we're moving on. We can't afford to be going to the season not knowing that we're going to have a captain or striker or goal or talisman going to be here. We can't afford to do that. This is Wenger all over again. Wenger seasons all over again. No plan, just waiting for players to dictate what happens. No, I'm not up for that as well.
The players got this power, though. That's the thing at the moment. What he might be asking Arsenal is who you're bringing in. Don't just give me names, show me till he signs. So that might be another thing as well. Anyway, we shall see. What's he getting out? Kid 9.
Guys, player of the season. It's between, from what we've done, the player of the season between Aubameyang, Saka, Martinelli, and Martinez. Leno actually has a lesser rating than Martinez. So between those 4, from what we've given the highest ratings, who are you giving the player of the season to?
I don't feel Martinelli and Martinez should be involved.
Yeah.
So take them out. Narrow it down to 2.
It's between Saka and Aubameyang.
It's got to be Saka, Aubameyang, and Leno for me.
So who wins, Saka or Aubameyang?
Manager. Let the what's it called? Let the people in the comments give us the answer to the player of the season. But let's rate the manager now.
Okay, Emery. How did I forget Emery? What are you rating Emery?
3. Clueless.
2.
Clueless in Seattle. He was clueless in Seattle.
Bloody hell.
I forgot how to spell his name. Is it 2 E's? Or is it an A?
E.
It's like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Emery, in my opinion, you guys are being too nice, giving him a score. He shouldn't get a score at all.
Sheesh.
Don't forget that this guy's an experienced manager. The two other guys who took over the club, Freddie took over the club with the kitchen lady as his assistant. You know what I mean? And the next man never coached. The 2 guys who took over the club this season after Emery never coached a game in their life. Emery has coached for 10+ years. The man is a man.
Move on. We only got the good news now.
Arteta.
Okay, he gets a 2, right? That's what you guys gave him?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Freddie, what are you guys giving Freddie?
Yeah, you can't give Freddie anything.
Yeah.
He was
never
like 5
fair.
years, wasn't he? How can you give Freddie anything? It's not fair. Listen, he's a legend. I don't want to give him a low mark because it's not fair. Because he couldn't do it. You can't give him a high mark. He didn't do anything again. So I'm not even going to mark. I'm not saying a mark. Freddie, show a bit of respect for him now.
Yeah. Okay. So next, Arteta. In my opinion, this guy has already come into the club and made a bigger difference than Emery did in his whole time that he was at the club. Mm-hmm. Arteta has won us the FA Cup. This guy is just, forget about getting gassed about the FA Cup. Arteta, as a man, has become a leader at this club, and I like that. And to me, he deserves.
Don't say while you're talking. I reckon you're going to give him a 2.
No, I was going to give him a 9 for since he came in. He changed the whole dressing room. He changed the morale of the club. He got us the FA Cup. He's just, and also he made us a team that teams worry about us. Man City, we beat them. Liverpool, we beat them at home. What do you call it? Even the final, Wolves, that game, people were saying we're going to get beaten by Wolves. Do you remember? Leicester, people were saying we're going to lose to Leicester at home. He was making things happen. And to me, big games next season, I'm expecting big things. I hope we can do big things next season in the big games. And those 14 draws, never again do I want to see 14 draws ever again in the league.
So what do we give him? I'm going to give him a 9.
JR? He's gone.
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll give him a 9.
Yeah. JR, are you there?
You said his battery is running out as well. Is it anything to do with that? That's just his photograph, isn't
it? Okay, let's see what the
photograph there, isn't he? That JR, he does the tricks.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Let me ask.
Don't know what's going on.
Say now because I'm on 1%.
All right, see ya.
Love you, bro. Peace.
See you, mate. Bye.
Oh, man. Okay, Arteta gets a what? Some people are giving Arteta a 7. Some people are giving Arteta an 8.
Calvin.
Too many draws, in my opinion. One, Bergkamp, real one, legend. Been here since the beginning. What do you call it? Yo, guys, it's been real. What do you guys overall? It's been a mess of a season. It's been good looking back at the players and rating them, but it just goes to show you not a lot of those players got a high rating. Hopefully things can be better next year. And I want to hear some optimism going into next season. What are you guys saying? Anything you can look forward to going into next season?
I think we'll be better prepared. We'll be fitter than we were at the beginning of this season, because we weren't fit at the beginning of this season. No way. I think we'll be more tactically aware, and we'll have slightly better players. So how can you not be positive? Really looking forward to it.
Cash?
I'm just looking forward to just a new way of playing, a more motivated squad, because I guarantee Arteta will have them motivated in the season. So let's go for it, man. Just put on a good season for the fans. We deserve it after all these years.
Yeah.
Can I just add one thing? Someone said in the chat before, and I said Saliba, I can't wait to see him and all that. How can you say that? How many times have you seen him? I've only seen him on YouTube. And like I said, YouTube sometimes,
it doesn't.
YouTube play over all the cracks. But from what I've seen, if he was anything like half as good as what he's like on YouTube, he'd be sensational. So
he has the most tackles in world football without getting a yellow card.
Well, that's good.
So it just goes to show for players that we have players who give away yellows every game. So that
one thing I say about Saliba is he's a player that doesn't get the ground often.
Okay.
That's a big plus for me.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we've rated everybody. What about the transfers this season? If we give those the people who are doing the work behind the doors,
we'll only know. We'll know in October, won't we?
Yeah, I think we were gassed about last summer's transfers, and the January window got a lot of people shocked. But I think these guys, the guys that are in charge now, we can trust them because it looks like they're getting stuff done behind closed doors.
I don't want to look back at any of our transfers now. I just want to look forward. All right.
Okay.
End of.
Anyways, guys, don't forget to rate Sonny. What? Today, don't tell. What? What is this guy talking about?
I think he's just trying to banter.
Yeah, banter, a bit of banter going on. Right. That's good. That's been a good little show, that, I think. Being biased. I enjoyed that. It was quite good fun, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's been fun for Wednesday night. That was good. I enjoyed that. You've gone silent, kid. You've gone silent. You've muted yourself.
It's okay. It's okay. We're finishing.
We're
Okay.
finishing.
So we're out of here,
All right.
guys. Respect. Peace out, people.